Finn, Holistic Exercise and Lifestyle Coach, and today I'm going to show you a upper body exercise that's kind of like for your almost entire total upper body. And your lower body's going to be engaged a little bit too. Really great for the core, really great for stability. So here we go. So I recommend being really good at rowing exercises and push-up exercises before doing this particular exercise. Some people call this a renegade row. That's kind of really the only other name I've seen for it. I just basically call it a single arm row in a plank position with your hand on a bench. So we need a bench like the one that I have here, or a chair, or a plyo box, or some sort of object that's about 1.5 feet tall that we can put our hands on. So that's what we're going to use. So I'm using the end of my bench. So I'm not standing at the side, I'm standing at the end of my bench, because it's a little bit easier if you're on the end because it gives more room for your free hands. So, and then I'm going to start with both hands on the bench and in a push-up position. So I got my feet back behind me, so I'm kind of in a plank push-up position with my hands on the bench. And from there, now I'm going to leave my left hand there on the bench. I'm going to take my right hand off. I'm going to grab this dumbbell. And I'm going to hold this dumbbell in my right hand while I'm supporting myself with my left hand. Okay, this is why you need to be really good at push-ups, because you need to be able to hold steady. You don't want to be pushing your butt way up in the air. You need to stay everything nice and flat. And then from here, we're going to do a row. And you can actually rotate the body. So I'm going to row and pull my right elbow and my right shoulder blade back. And then I'm going to come all the way forward while I'm stabilizing with that left hand. And then we can do the same thing on the other side too. So if I stabilize with my right, this way you can see it from both sides. If I stabilize with my right arm, grab that way with my left, and then I'm just going to pull that left elbow back so that I'm stabilizing with my right arm and I'm holding that plank position while I'm actually rolling. Okay? And this way, the shoulders got to work, your chest has got to work, your back's got to work with rowing with the dumbbell, your core's got to work because you got to hold that plank position. So we get a whole lot of muscles all working at the same time, which means you get really strong, you get more athletic, and you burn a lot of energy all at once. So you can make it easier by going kneeling and doing a kneeling plank instead, so that my hand's still up on the bench, but my knees are now on the floor instead of my feet. So it's a little bit easier that way. And I'm still supporting myself and I'm doing this. Okay, this will make it a little bit easier. Okay, some people will also go hands and knees on the ground. And then they'll grab their weight and they'll do their little row this way. That's perfectly fine. Okay, you can make the exercise more difficult by putting your hands on a lower object. So I've got my bench here, but if I move the bench out of the way, and I come over here to this step, and I put my hands on the step, well now the step's lower, and so now I've got to support more of my body weight on that hand on the bench while I'm doing my row. And so it makes me work a little harder. So you can also elevate the object that you put your hand on, and that will make it easier. The lower you put your hands on there, the harder it makes it. Okay, and some people will even use 2 dumbbells. They'll get into a push-up position with 2 dumbbells and they'll do a push-up and then they'll do a row on one side. So there's lots of different ways you can play around with it, but it's a great way to get chest, shoulders, triceps, even biceps, the back, and your core and your plank position all working together at the same time. So if you have questions, make sure you put comments down below, subscribe, ring the little bell, all that is fun kind of stuff. And I hope to see you all in the next video. Have a happy and healthy day.